Flipping expectations and branching off of the well-worn path sometimes results in great things, and sometimes not. Shudder's new occult horror film, Anything for Jackson, is one of those films that flips the script multiple times. Did it work? Well, conjure up enough patience to wait a few seconds, and you'll find out. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights, a part of the Kings of Horror Network. I'm ML Miller. While you might be watching this video on the Kings of Horror Network, I urge you to click over to my ML Miller Frights page and give it a like, share with your buddies across the electronic superhighway, click subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. Anything for Jackson is new, streaming on Shudder. It's directed by Justin G. Dick and written by Keith Cooper. Audrey, played by Sheila McCarthy, and Henry Walsh, played by Julian Richings, are an aged couple who lost their grandchild, Jackson, in an accident not long ago. The couple also happen to be Satanists, and they come into possession of an ancient book which casts a spell to summon a demon to make a deal to bring the boy back to them. But they need a body. It just so happens that Henry is an OBGYN, and when Becker, Constantina Mantelos, shows up to his clinic with an unwanted pregnancy, he thinks he's found a way to find a newborn to house his lost grandson's soul. After kidnapping Becker and performing the ritual, it seems the Walshes might have screwed up the spell and opened up a portal for demons to come in and attack their home. Director Justin G. Dick and writer Keith Cooper have delivered an original film about demonic spells, exorcisms, and the occult. The film focuses on two seemingly harmless protagonists and flipping expectations to make them desperately diabolical. The thing is, the reasoning behind all of the crimes and the sins the Walshes commit is a sympathetic one. Sure, they are making one horrible misstep after another to get what they want, but the film really does a great job in communicating why these two people would do what they're doing to get their grandson back. It humanizes them. The premise is so convincing because Sheila McCarthy and Julian Richings are so good in their roles as the Walshes. While we've seen these actors in many films and TV shows before, Anything for Jackson really allows them to shine. Here they play much meatier roles than what they usually get, though, giving them reasons for their devious actions. Even though they are kidnapping and casting spells with demons, you actually feel for them as they bumble through their misdeeds and show that they are, at their heart, good people forced to do horrible things. Anything for Jackson has fun with the plethora of demons that do escape during the incantation. Troy James, recently seen in Black Box, and playing the Jangly Man in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Pretzel Jack in Channel Zero, does his usual shtick of walking backwards on his hands and contorting his body as a ghost covered in plastic. Just as Javier Botet's act is getting a little stale, so is Troy James's. I feel these contortionists end up doing the same thing in a different costume if they aren't directed properly. Still, James's scenes as the spastic demon wrapped in plastic are unnerving. Adding to the odd variety of ghosts and goblins are a sheet-wearing ghost which grows and shrinks, and an old hag who flosses so fervently that her teeth fall out. All of these apparitions make for some effective scare sequences and stand out as looking quite original. While I don't know how or where they would have put the information, I would have liked to have seen how the Walshes came into Satanism. It's interesting that this film shifts the perspective and tells the story of Rosemary's Baby, but from the side of the neighbors, the Castevettes, rather than Rosemary herself. A little insight as to how they decided to follow the dark arts and how they came to the idea of making a deal with the devil would have answered some of these questions and filled out the lead character's backstory a bit more. Anything for Jackson is an unconventional tale of desperation. It proves to be one of those films that's impossible to predict. And given the amount of safe horror out there, it's refreshing to see a film like this. From solid performances, unexpected twists, and horrifying scares, Anything for Jackson takes anything but the tried and true path. That'll be it for today. Please chime in the comments and let me know what you think of this video, how on the nose or mind-numbingly wrong I am, or you can counter with your own review. If you like this video, please pound that thumbs up button. Share this video with your social media addicted pals. If you're looking for written reviews, you can find them on mlmillerwrites.com. Don't forget, I have 2 new horror comic book trade paperbacks you should look for. Grave Trancers is out right now, and Pirouette, collecting never-before-published issues, will be out in November 18th in only the finest of comic book stores. And be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for alerts to be the first to see my future videos. Thank you so much for your time, and take care.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're